So hello guys, I'm the student from Sedu Institute of Technology here to province my assignment on microprocessor. I'm here to talk about embedded system. Myself, M. Vittal Kumar here to present the portfolio or like project explanation or PPT's explanation by the team of my means R. Ashwin, M. Mohammad Shafi, S. Abhinandan and G. Surya. Usually, what is entering into any sort of system, let's or like any sort of technologies. Let's see what is an embedded system. Well, think of an embedded system is the combination of computer hardware with a software overlaid or design on it. These are manufactured in a large system means, and these are used to fix functionalities by an hardware with a software embedded on it. Well, think of these ranges from user interface perspective or like graphic. It can be tuned to GUI, and we can include even LEDs or any sort of touch screen to embed on it for a outputted value, which means with hardware of LED light with an indication of light within software. Let's see. Well, noticing everything, we should have own purpose of it. Well, seeing of purpose, these are some kind of small computers of a large system, which means it indicates us a small computer with a large enormous of system softwares like device or machines. Its purpose is used to device and to allow the users to interact with it like interactive module. These are being limited of number of tasks. These limits or it is reduces the problem to face the problem or perform on it. I'm sorry. While seeing of introduction on it, this was introduced in the year of 1960. It can be pronounced as introduction or like history of it. 1960. This is used in Apollo guided computer. I'm not quite sure about it, but it was used in a first ICs for astronauts for their real-time flight data for transmitting, transbooling, and transcripting. It was developed in D17B lab, which is used by Monument in the missile guidance system. For well, think of guidance system, it's used to guide small parts, major role in the embedded system. By the late 1960s and 1970s, it had been developed a circuit and it was improved in 1971 by Texas Instruments. How does embedded system work? For every system, there will be work portfolio. These acts as a function from complete devices from a term embedded part. They are low in cost, low in power consumption in everything. Generally, this compromising of processors, power supply, or communicate or act as communication ports. While seeing in our majority of talk is on microprocessor with an individual of the embedded system, these acts as a microprocessor, microcontroller, or simply interface between the memories. Like it acts as two microprocessor in between as an embedded part. These is a separate chip which used to have their own circuit, typically of less integration and less integrity. Of seeing types of well seeing of types of embedded system, there are four types of it: mobile embedded, network embedded, standalone, and real-time embedded. What is mobile embedded? As the name suggests, mobile systems are like typically of portable. Even it's well seeing of portables, it is in a compact size. It's used by smartphones, mobiles, and etc. These mobile embedded systems are so compact and small in size. They are used in digital cameras. Some of examples on it. While thinking of network embedded system, as the name network suggests, we are going to use these kind of stuffs in LAN, WAN, or like WAN internet. These embedded system plays as a connectivity between the web server and the access by the controlled browsers, which acts as which follows some certain protocols like TCP and IP. What is standalone embedded system? Well, seeing of standalone embedded system doesn't require any sort of host system. Host system is like a primary domain system. It takes input from the input port and as a digital and process and converts this into data and gives us a connected output. Example, let's take standalone like PlayStation is a good example for it. A digital camera, mirrorless camera, a temperature measurement system. Real-time embedded system, the real-time embedded system which gives an output for the particular time, like for the indent input there will be particular output for it. And some of our are used in military sectors like responsible for time critical task for task or like mean, it's complicated but simple, and good example is traffic control system is a good example for it. Like controlling of the real time, like red for go, or red for stop, or green for go, like that. Embedded system are being categorized as per their performance. They are for, as I said, like mobile embedded system or like compact, so the small scale is used, and medium scale is used for mainly for computers, or is this sophisticated size are like larger amount, and complex is used by traffic light or any sort of in complexities. To overcome complexity, we're using sophisticated. Medium is used for media card, and small is for tiny and mini. There are several common system, which means as there is a hardware, like what I said before in the PPT, is a hardware overlaid with the software is embedded system. So while seeing of several common embedded system software attached, simple control loops, interrupts control loops, and cooperative multitasking, primitive multitasking. Multi-control loops is just like subroutines which action again and repetition. Interrupt is like inducing, and cooperative multitasking is simple control loop with an API. API is the connectivity between the two interface or communication. Primitive multitasking is often known as RTOs, which acts on synchronization or like switching strategies. Let me conclude my presentation with even whatever the pros and cons in the new date trended technology, there's a flaw in it. But while thinking of embedded system is a rapid growing technology in data communication, telecommunication, industrial. So these fields are so useful for the peoples, and it makes the reduce complexities and for every organization and for the every project. And thank you so much. Thank you.